What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and welcome to episode 28 of If I Had a Hammer. And today, we're going to be taking on Rapid Vienna in the Europa League. But before we get to that, we must go over the matches that we played over the last month. Started out on a good note, unfortunately didn't end the same as it started. So let's take a look at how those matches played out. In a match that was basically one missed chance after another, we only came away with a 1-0 victory against Cardiff City, and that was on the heels of a third minute of stoppage time penalty given to us off of rather a ticky-tack foul, but I'll take it anyway. Jamie Vardy slotted it home and gave us all 3 points on the day. 10 shots, 6 on target, 60% possession. You would have thought that anybody would have scored a goal earlier in the match. I mean, Payet had his chances, Sebastian Driussi, Van den Drische, everybody was able to, at least take the ball into the attacking third, but just were not able to connect on their shots going towards the net. It was good stops all around by Jordan Pickford, the Cardiff City goalkeeper, but at the end of the day, he was not able to stop the one that mattered. In what I hope will be a repeat performance today, we took on Rapid Vienna at home and defeated them by the score of 1-0. Once again, could have easily been 2-3, maybe even 4, with how many shots we put on them. 28 shots, 11 on target, 63% possession. Like I said, we just weren't taking our chances. We were very unlucky. We, like I said, could have put 2, 3, 4 past them, but only the one by Zivkovic in the 59th minute did the job and gave us the win, and a further 3 points in the Europa League group. Our 2-match winning streak then came to a halt at the bridge as we lost to Chelsea by the score of 1-0. Cesc Fabregas being the only goal scorer on the day. However, we were just putting ticky-tack fouls all over the place. We ended up with 6 yellow cards, and Van den Drische eventually getting sent off for getting 2 yellow cards. We didn't have a single shot on target, and how are you supposed to win if you're not going to get any shots placed at the nets? We had 7 shots in total, 54% possession. Chelsea, not clinical finishing either. They had 10 shots with 3 on target, but they made the one that counted, and at the end of the day, that's what gets you 3 points. Another London derby, and unfortunately another loss as Spurs came into our house and came away with the victory by the score of 2-0. And once again, another red card permeated this match as Callum Chambers got himself sent off just 11 minutes in, forcing us to play just 10 men the rest of the way. Tottenham didn't get their first goal until the 64th minute, Harry Kane breaking the deadlock, and then Christian Tello adding one more at the death of the match. We only had 12 shots, 3 of them being on targets. Possession really didn't matter at this point because if we can't turn possession around into goals, then what is the point of even having the ball? Tottenham doing a little bit better clinical finishing, 18 shots, 11 on target, and shouldn't say finishing, better accuracy as, they had the 2 goals, and really all those shots on target, sooner or later the defense and the goalkeepers are going to break down, and that's how you get the goals, and that's how you win matches. So after a particularly bad run this month, we sit ourselves in 12th place, 14 points through 10 matches, as Spurs are sitting on top of the league at this point in time. Southampton and Manchester United also matching them on points, but less goal difference, and then Manchester City rounding out the top 4. Our next league match is against Burnley, sitting there in 13th place, and of course we won't be with Callum Chambers as he had that red card, but I feel that Burnley isn't going to move up further than where they're sitting right now. Whereas I think this is just a short little blip. We hit the bad teams, we hit the big bad teams, and we can see ourselves climb right back up the table, sit ourselves hopefully 7th, 6th place by the time the first of the month, actually the first of the new year starts, and we will just go from there. But for now, let's focus on the Europa League. So this is how we're going to line up versus Rapid Vienna. We're going to match 4-2-3-1 with 4-2-3-1, and this is the starting lineup. Jack Butland in net, Callum Chambers, Brandon Galloway, Reece Burke, and Aaron Cresswell along the back line, with Van den Drische and Fellaini, the 2 center mids. Our 3 attacking mids will be Zivkovic, Driussi, and Payet, and Jamie Vardy will get the start in the striker role today. Jamie Vardy has not had the best of seasons to start. 6.71 average rating through 8 matches. Yes, he has 4 goals, but outside of the poacher's goals that he's had, he's largely been silent. So hopefully he can turn it around over the next few matches, get his confidence, get his form back up, and him and Joel William Powell can definitely make for a good 1-2 punch. But other than that, let's kick off and see what happens in this as we try to strengthen our position in the Europa League groups. Just about 6 minutes through, and the ball is being played around the midfield. Rapid Vienna have to go all the way back to the keeper. Long ball forward. Can we come down with it? Riesberg heads it on. The ball is still roaming around. Driussi sliding it through to Vardy. He can find somebody, pay it out on the wing. He can put in a decent cross, you know. But instead elects to cut inside and takes a really weak shot. Keeper easily picking that one up. Eventually he falls to Cresswell, and now we can find our way forward. Out to Vardy on the left. He can cut inside, or is he going to lay it off to somebody? No, he takes a shot and gets the goal. Okay, Jamie Vardy completely surprising me. It's his 5th goal of the season, and it's 1-0 to West Ham. I honestly was not expecting Jamie Vardy to find a shooting lane, but I guess in the 3D I can see it, and took the near corner, just slots it, powers it into the back of the nets, and it's 1-0 to the good. 13 minutes, a decent cutout. Zivkovic cutting inside. He can take the shot. He does. And quick, within a span of 5 minutes, it is now 2-0 to West Ham, and we are coasting in this match. That was some decent cutout. A bad pass by Rapid Vienna. Taken away by Fellaini. Gets it through to Zivkovic. Cuts inside. Sees his chance. And slots it into the far post. It's 2-0 to the good now. We may be 2-0 to the good, but we cannot let them do that. That was some great one-touch passing. It ends up being a corner kick for Rapid Vienna just 20 minutes in, and that'll be another corner kick. 34 minutes gone, and we are still in another attacking chance. Cresswell to pay it. He can slip it through. Pass it off to Jamie Vardy. Far post. It's 3-0 to West Ham, and we are just simply coasting. And it feels so good. We can push actually up to the top of the Europa League table if we come away with a win, and the Stuttgart and Milan match ends in a draw. So we could possibly be first place after this match. Just a couple minutes left before halftime, and it looked like Rapid Vienna were going to have something going, but Driussi through to Zivkovic. He can pass it off. He can get a... Yes, he lays it off to Van den Driesche. And Van den Driesche makes it 4-0 to West Ham right before halftime. It's his first goal of the season, the 18-year-old youngster finally getting his debut goal. And to be quite honest with you, this match is just over and done with. I'm glad that we have this match all done, so I don't have to worry about the rest of the time. I really don't have to say anything. 4-0 at halftime, I can just let the team go back out there and play like they have been. So let's just kick off and see out this victory. Just a minute into the half, and we get the ball. Driussi out to Cresswell on the wing. Has a couple men in the box. If he can cross it through. Payet. Oh, Payet with a rocket shot. And he makes it 5-0 to West Ham. Just a minute into the half. That is actually his first goal of the season. So a couple of players getting off on their first goals of the season. And what a match to do it in. And a complete drubbing, absolute demolishing of Rapid Vienna. 57 minutes gone, and Rapid Vienna having a rare chance in our third. We are pressuring him. Butland has to come all the way out. He's off his line. Oh, what was Butland thinking? Honestly, what was Butland thinking with that one? I have no idea, but Rapid Vienna get their goal. It's not going to be a shutout, but it is now Rapid Vienna 1, West Ham 5. And Butland, yeah, you really did not need to come out and punch that. I don't know what he was thinking. 65 minutes gone as a throw into us. Plea, because of the accents. Van den Driesche to Plea. Plea does have a couple of men in the box he can cross it to. Dimitri Payet makes it 6, and the drubbing continues. That's his 4th goal of the season. Actually, I thought that he was... I thought he didn't have any goals on the season coming in, and I misremember. But all the same, it's a nice, good goal. Good cross in from Plea. Dimitri Payet just getting from his defender, and the drubbing continues. 2 minutes later now, and the ball falls to us off of a goal kick. Plea, can he put in another cross? Can it lead to another goal? Not on this time. It was taken off. Nice through ball from Rapid Vienna. He's one-on-one with the keeper, and Rapid Vienna are... quite honestly, not going quietly into the night. They are showing some good fight. It will eventually end up in a loss, but they are showing some great, great fight in them. They have some spirit. They got themselves a second goal, but with just 22 minutes left to go in this match, down 4, I really don't see them coming back. It would be a miracle if they did. 1 minute of stoppage time on the clock as Payet putting in a corner. It eventually gets headed away, but we get the ball back. Payet does have a couple men in the box, takes it inside, slips it into Auer to Van Andriesche, but it's saved by the Rapid Vienna keeper. We cannot get 7 on this day. Yes, there's still about 50 seconds left to go, but I don't think there are any more goals in this match, and we're going to come away with a very comfortable 6-2 victory. And like I said, that could actually push us up into the top of the Europa League groups. We will obviously take a look at the table after this match just to see where our positioning is and what our situation will be going into the last 2 matches. But as it stands, what I think is that we will be top of the table. There it is, full-time Rapid Vienna 2, West Ham 6. What a very solid win for the Irons here. A very, very good win. And just taking a look at this table, we are in first place. We are ahead of Milan. We're even on points, we're even on goal difference, but the goals for, the 6 goals that we scored here today are the tiebreaker. And just taking a look, Stuttgart are now dropped down to 3rd, and that's probably because they lost to Milan both times. They started out with 2 straight wins going into their matches with Milan, and they lost in straight sets, clearly. So that means that the match versus Milan, the next match, the next Europa League match versus Milan, is big, as that'll determine, honestly, who is going to come out of this group as group winners. So let's take a look at the table and see, or let's take a look at the schedule and see when we'll come back. So just looking ahead, and we have 4 league matches, and of course the last 2 Europa League matches. I honestly want to see how we get along in the Europa League. I want to play that Stuttgart match all the way down here. I mean, we have Burnley, we have Bournemouth, then we have Milan, of course, the big match versus Milan, the deciding factor, really, on who will be the group winner. But then you have Manchester United, Liverpool, Stuttgart. I honestly think, and I honestly feel, I want to come back for that Stuttgart match just to see how we do in the Europa League and if we'll move on to the knockout round. So next episode, when we come back, it will be versus Stuttgart. Until that time, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new and you want to see more FM content on the channel. Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.